She came to our farm because family members of the farm and neighbors were concerned about her well-being and her care. She had very little human interaction and had not been taken care of for 6 years. The family had very little contact with her other than feeding her hay and bringing her water, and she's a wool-producing sheep. And she had not been sheared in 5 years. And if you can imagine what a wool sheep is like in the summers when it's 112 degrees and having 6 years of wool on her body, they suffer greatly. Of course, they never had a name for her. When she arrived here, I immediately knew that she was Ellie Mae. That was her name. She couldn't walk. Her wool hung down below her legs, and she was stepping on her coat. And so she adapted by having a different way to walk. And over 6 years of doing that, her legs are kind of malformed a bit. But the first thing we did was cut all of the wool around her face. She literally had wool that hung down over her face, and she had not been able to see where she was going for probably years. And of course, her eyes were damaged because of that. And so we cut away the wool around her face. But for the first time ever, Ellie Mae was able to see. And it was like the most incredible thing ever, just uncovering her eyes and watching her walk around and just realize she could see where she was at. Because otherwise she walked around and she just smelled everything, because that's how she found her way around before. Took scissors and took off big chunks of the wool, because it wasn't just wool. It was branches, it was leaves, there was rocks, there was things in her coat that you would just not even imagine. We did the best job we could at shearing her. One of the things that was really stunning is that she was bright yellow. When we sheared her and all of that was removed and she was able to see, her personality changed dramatically. I've never seen an animal get so excited, run around, jump, kick her legs in the air. Then we introduced her, I should mention, to 2 of our other sheep. She's friends with Bella, a small Shetland lamb that we also rescued. She'll come barreling out and want to play with Ellie Mae, and Ellie Mae will get excited and they'll do some headbutting and running around. And then Yammy, our other sheep, who's an elderly sheep. So Ellie Mae was reunited with these 2 wonderful new sheep, and they have just been a great group, a lovely family ever since. She definitely has learned to hop and run, and she does that more so than I would say our other sheep do. And I think it's because it's just sheer joy of being able to move her body and see where she's going and live free. I think because she hasn't had human contact until the last year, and she's still getting used to that. She's more cautious of people, but she does like to play with the other sheep. We've discovered that she very much loves pumpkins, and I guess foremost, she loves animal crackers. Ellie Mae has never had such a thing in her life. She's just basically had hay or had to fend for herself and eaten grass. There's farms that treat them wonderfully and love them and make sure they're cared for, and there are others that just ignore them. When that happens with people, we hope they reach out and ask for help versus letting an animal linger and suffer. And she definitely has friends at the farm, and she's definitely got a happy life.